We might not get to episode 1.
We should, since this is number 1, we should introduce ourselves. There should be like an intro, right?
I mean,
at least our names. You know what? Guess our names.
Yeah,
figure it out through.
There's a poll in the chat. One of us is named Steven. Guess who?
Guess who?
Yeah. Is it the fucking butt? We couldn't be any more fucking opposites when you look.
Yeah, when we get down, maybe we should talk about the origins of all this, because we have always been almost opposites completely.
Well, okay, all right, hold on. So we can absolutely get into the origins, but if you look at it, right, there's you who has no hair. I have a fuck ton of hair. You grow a beard everywhere that I can't grow one. Yeah, I know. And you have so many more pubes than I do, and I never understood that back when we were...
Well, that's just because I have like a Robin Williams kind of like body, where I'm very hairy.
Yeah.
Very gorilla-like.
It's very... Oh my god, that reminds me of how unsettling Robin Williams looked without his shirt.
That's what I'm trying to think. Well, is it Hook? Because I don't remember Peter Pan's suit with hairy arms and all that. So did they shave him for that? Spielberg was like, get in there. Shave that shit off.
We aren't doing this fucking movie until we need, and he's like, I can shave it off. He's like, no.
Robin, I need you to go completely hairless for this.
Yeah, it'll be hot. That's the only way I'm jerking off to this later. I need you to fucking, this is what I need you to do. I need you to go get yourself all dolled up for me. And then that's how Miss Doubtfire came to be. they were like, this would be another great fantastic movie idea.
Now, I'm curious. I was a child when Mrs. Doubtfire. We're going way off topic here. We're not even close to the origins.
Fine.
Mrs. Doubtfire. I was a child when that movie came out, so I was the target audience. Was it weird to regular grown adults? Like, did parents taking their kids to see that movie? Did they go, this is a weird situation. This is like criminal.
No,
I don't know why I'm asking someone younger, but I mean, I don't seem to recall.
I'm an old soul, KP. I might be in my 40s, but my body is in its 70s, and I can tell whenever I stand up that is 100% the case. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is gonna blow your mind. Oh,
it's probably not. Have you never seen it? Is that the thing?
Well, now I'm not excited to tell you anymore.
That's not shocking. That's not like a movie that's like a must-see. It's not Citizen Kane in any way. You would like it, though. I think if we watched it, maybe that's what the first movie we should do a commentary on is Mrs. Doubtfire.
You know, that's the second movie that you've because the first one was
nominated
Bambi.
For first.
Yeah, the first one was Bambi. And that we should.
I think you nominated Bambi.
No. In the last podcast that nobody's ever seen, so it's really weird having to explain this.
There's like a space-time continuum.
Yeah. We did it in the past, but technically it's going to be the future. You nominated Bambi, and it is 100% on you, and that is yeah.
I referred to the tape. But
that was you. You said we should eat a lot of hot sauce and watch Bambi, which, to be honest, is that's how you have a good time nowadays.
Yeah, well, when you added the hot sauce thing, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. That does sound like me.
So, did you want to get into the origins? We did a little bit of it. We did a little bit of it before. In the other,
but since this is coming out first, we might as well knock it. We'll pound it out a second.
All right.
First time for them.
Skip the first 20 minutes of the next podcast. No.
Me and Damien bonded in my living room in Texas watching Titanic. The first time we ever met, you were watching Titanic with my then wife, and we sat down and we had just a blast watching this movie together. So much so that she just left.
Yeah.
At some point, she's left the room. Then the next day, I think I was like, we should do a podcast together. And then history was made. For us.
Let me correct it. All right. So first of all, everything was right. We watched because like I knew
I walked
her
in and it was
before I knew you, and then
yes,
and there was we had
and at the time there was like a little bit. I was like, who's this fucking Damien guy she's hanging out with? Was my wife hanging out with some dude?
Yeah, she told me that you thought that I was gay, which tracks. All right.
No, she told me you were gay, but yeah, tracks.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Sure. I give off those vibes, I guess. So I didn't know how you honestly felt about us hanging out. So when we were
I came in to be like aggro. Like I came in not liking you.
Oh, no.
But then I forget what exactly was said during the viewing. Because when I walked in, here's the part of the Titanic is when everyone's boarding. You know, it's like right off the bat. This movie ain't ending anytime soon. Like we're committing. And God, how did it start? But one of us started riffing on the movie, and then it just kept going back and forth. And we were crying laughing.
Yeah,
at Titanic.
Where we really started opening up and talking, it was the time where the guy slapped the shit out of Rose, and the maid was in there, and you had made the comment about like, man, if they could write books, the fucking the memoirs of a maid on a Titanic ship.
Oh yeah, that's how much the maids let women be abused. It would have been astronomical.
It was crazy, and I was just like, okay, like that's funny, but I still didn't know kind of, what was up. I didn't know it was in your head. I didn't know if you thought
it was but once we got to the running joke of "Oi, it's cold out here," because that's spoken about 5-6 times in that movie.
Yeah,
we
really.
extrapolated on that.
It's just two guys up in the crow's nest. Just
Yeah.
their whole job is just to tell you,
yeah.
just to remind you,
Yeah.
it's bloody fucking cold up here.
Yeah, that movie has to get it through your skull that it's cold now. I'm like, yeah, no, it looks fucking cold.
You don't have to.
You don't have to. I can watch.
Yeah, and little did we know they were foreshadowing the end of the movie because they were about to get a lot colder.
This is a fire barge in front of them. Like, oh, it's Titanic for a new audience. No more iceberg.
So that happened.
But Titanic is one of my favorite movies.
It is.
We'll go on record saying
People
I love that movie.
think I'm fucking crazy when I tell them that is hands down probably like it's in the top 5. It's got to be in the top 5 of my favorite movies.
Same. I put it up there in 5. I go,
yeah,
it's so good. And I don't. I think we talked about this when we were watching it. The romance scenes I don't really give a shit about because I always know in my head that like if they actually made it back to where St. Paul, Minnesota, wherever he was from,
he would have given her a yeast infection, and she would have.
It would have given her a yeast infection. The moment that she was like, "Can you take out the trash?" She's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get some cigarettes too," and he would never come back.
Yeah.
It's like he has to die. That part of the story I don't really care too much about. It's funny. It's more of a comedy than.
He goes and he gets on the Hindenburg. He wins tickets to the Hindenburg.
Yeah. Hey, honey, I gotta go get some milk real fast. Hindenburg takes off. Oh, the humanity!
Oh man! It turns out that Jack is like it's a final destination. Prequels is just death is trying to get.
Yeah, like Jack surviving multiple disasters.
Yeah, that's the reason why all of them are happening. Is because death
while
is like,
sleeping
no,
with questionably aged women.
Then the next movie it starts, he's in Japan, and you're like, no.
Wow, hey, thanks for letting me on the Yamamoto, guys. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh my God! Oh, we're gonna.
But like that movie, as a disaster movie, it has everything I like. It has all those like rooms of just people coming in, going like, "We're fucking look at this, we're fucked right here. This is gonna start breaking," and then like you watching it, it sets everything up perfectly. Whereas it's a real fun watch.
It is like yeah, and I think that night kind of cemented it because I had always watched it alone, so that way I could cry.
Yeah.
Because I don't care what anybody says, man. That movie, the ending scene.
It's odd you cry at the nude part. But
Yeah. I'm just like, he could have. He could.
What part do you cry at in that movie?
What part do I cry at? What the fuck do you mean? Okay.
When the staircase and they're coming down, like, oh, we're all here on this ship that we've been stuck on for centuries.
Yeah, that part. At the ending scene when she dies and she goes down into the Titanic and you see all the ruins and everything's all fucked up and then it's going through the doors and then it slowly becomes the old ship and it has the music. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
It is a Kino scene.
Yeah.
It is.
And he's standing up on the stairs where he said that he'd meet with her, and he's looking up at the clock, and then he turns around and he walks down and takes her hand, and then the camera pans out and you see her and him, and I'm like, oh fucking God, I want to find that in my life. It is so, I don't know, it's beautiful.
It is a tragic and epic love story.
It is,
no doubt.
It is. It couldn't have ended any worse way, though. I mean, to be honest.
Does it end? Because I've seen the deleted. Is it a deleted scene? Does she drop the heart of the ocean off, or is that a deleted scene? They didn't put in. Is that in the final cut?
That's I think that's a deleted scene. Our favorite movie, everybody.
Movie, everybody.
We have no idea.
Well, I've watched like so many deleted scenes of it where they all mix together in my head. Well, that exists.
I've watched
that
7 different.
Is the one where the old lady's holding Bill Paxton at knife point? Like, is that in the or that deleted scene?
Don't you fucking touch my diamond! And it turns
my
out
diamond.
It's like a cursed
She's
jewel.
Yes.
Her fiance, her previous fiance was Hemotep. And that came directly from the tomb of Tutankhamun.
Moon.
Yeah. No. So we watched that, and then there was a period of time that went by, and she had went off to wherever the fuck she went, and you were at home alone, and I got a message. First message I got from you was, "You want a pod?" Now I had
at the time this was like a fairly newish thing.
Yeah,
like it was just kind of kicking.
What year was this? Just that way we can give people some context.
It would have been at least 2012.
At least. Oh shit!
So that's going back almost 15 years.
God damn! Whew.
Ain't that wild?
That is. Wow. Wow. I feel it in my bones. So.
But I had a pitch now. Like, I've been brewing this idea in my head for a long time.
100%. You absolutely did.
And I can't explain it. Much like Tax Evasion for Ghosts.
Yeah.
It's not really a tangible thing. I can't explain what it is. But this one, I thought the shtick should be that we are podcasters in Antarctica in McMurdo Station, and we devised this entire like setup where we don't really even mention it. It doesn't even come into effect. It's just like it's the setting of the show that you can't see.
Yeah,
is Antarctica.
Just every now and then, every now and then it might get hinted at, but it's never actually. I think the only time that we ever had to talk about it was when we went to the film festival, but that's later on.
Yes.
That was like us at our
we're skipping a little bit.
But
that was peak us.
That was peak us. That was us getting shit for fucking nothing. So
long story short on that, we basically got press passes despite having like probably like 30 subscribers to our channel. But we got to go into like a horror con, and all the greats were there. Kane Lauder was there. All the Scream Queens.
We had was it Satan's cheerleaders?
Yes, and the lady that remember the tattooed girl.
Yeah,
she was on like all these like Ripley's Believe It or Not type shows because she was also married to the Lizard Man, who was like a completely. They're both like covered in tattoos.
And I think about that. I tell people that story.
Yeah, I think
all the time. I will tell people. I'm like, yeah, I used to do a podcast and like blah blah blah, and I would tell them the story of how we just happened across one day we were interviewing a bunch of people.
And we both knew the lizard man somehow. Like, we were both aware of him existing.
Yeah. And I thought that, at first I thought that she was joking. But listen, we are, there's so much stuff that we skip over. So I was like, okay, like I know a little bit about audio. I didn't know anything about podcasts though. I had never listened to a podcast. I had never been a part of one or anything like that. But I was like, whatever, like it's fun. And
yeah,
you know, if it helps somebody that I consider a friend, then god damn it, I'll fucking do it.
I'll sit here and talk on a microphone, ramble.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things was, though, we were both from the same kind of, like, we had both listened to Opie and Anthony, and that was a big, I don't know if it was an influence on the show, but we were both kind of in tune, I think, with that. And Opie and Anthony, for people who don't know, that was like a rock jock kind of thing in the 2000s.
Yeah, don't look it up.
It's Greg Opie. Don't look it up.
Yeah. don't look it up.
No, I would say like go listen to some of the like the Opie and Anthony like greatest hits or like funny bits.
Yeah.
It was like 150 hours of them. It's insane how much is logged. But
yeah,
really funny shit. And like at the time, that was really the last like gasp of air of like real radio. After that, it was all downhill. And that's where podcasts, like, I kind of knew that that's where things were going to go. At this point, though, there was, like, I think Joe Rogan was doing one. Kevin Smith had one. But there was a few big people that were kind of doing stuff. And even though I don't like to talk about Kevin Smith now.
Yeah.
It's not exactly. But he was his Smodcast, and then he had a show that he produced called Tell 'em Steve Dave. And that's one of my favorite podcasts of all time. Still is. But yeah, I was like, this is the way of the future, and like just knowing that like it's just fun. Like anybody can put on a show basically and talk about whatever they want to. There was something interesting there.
Yeah, it was.
And we're in Antarctica.
Yeah. So I came over and we recorded something, and it was, oh my god, what was our first episode? Because there was one that we did, and it was like 7 hours or some crazy shit like that. And I feel like that was very early on.
Yeah, I think we've done some long ones before.
Yeah.
But we would chop out. We got really efficient at editing them down. I don't know why we're telling this. We're getting kind of lost in the weeds here. I don't know if anybody's interested in this, in the technical aspects. But we were also, like, I really dug radio plays. Like, I still listen to radio plays at night, so it was fun to be able to edit something and then, like, add stuff to it, like noises, and kind of paint the picture a little better.
Yeah, we actually I don't know if you remember this, but we actually did like a haunted radio play. I don't know if you remember that at all.
Whoa, no, refresh my memory.
Okay, so here's what I remember is that we had recorded lines for something, and then the memory that I have, you were sitting next to me on the couch, and you had like a pot or something, and you were like hitting it on the table to get the sound from that, and we were recording that to put it into whatever. I think it was just a skit. I don't think it was like a whole like.
Okay, yeah, I would remember like a script that we had written.
I remember we had something scripted out. It was something about us finding out that like the place that we were recording in was haunted or some shit, but then we ended up just like, I think we fought the ghosts.
Fine with
yeah.
I don't know. That could make sense.
I don't know, but we did a lot. We did a lot of stuff, and to be honest, and here's a little admission on my part. Arctic Radio Podcast was the reason why I was like, I have to get into media. I have to do that, because like I loved, if that was my job, oh fucking shit, dude.
And like years later, like we were always friends on Facebook. I started seeing you doing your own show, and I was like, look at him go.
Yeah, and I saw, and I would see you do like your hiking review stuff, and we actually talked about this when we started talking again, where it was like a weird it was a weird separation between us where like neither one of us wanted to feel like we were like, what is it called, clout chasing, because like we were both just building something.
Well, we were both, and again, we were doing like two different things too.
Yeah,
like there was like two complete, but I liked it. I always thought it was cool that like it kind of lived on.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
We both,
because ultimately all this is us like getting together for 2 hours and bullshitting.
Yeah,
but it's fun. I don't know what it is.
there is so much. I mean, you mentioned it yourself. I was fresh out of high school, which, okay, you can criticize KP for hanging out with a fresh out of high school kid, but yeah, you don't know how good of a cuddler he was. And so no, but no, like it was great, and I think it kind of, you know, awakened.
Also, this is like at the time I was in the military, so I was used to hanging out with like 18-year-olds. Like that it was the predominant age of people in the military.
Hope everybody knows I'm just kidding, by the way. Nothing ever happened that he remembers.
Not consciously.
Yeah. It was all unconscious. Those videos come out later. Join the Patreon. But yeah, we would just do like we had a detective agency thing where we'd go on what was it called? What was that site called that we would go on and we would
okay, yeah, we could above top secret.
Above top secret.
And I bet you it's still around. I should look it up. But at the time, it was like some peak conspiracy forums. Again, this is going back 14 years.
Yeah.
And like, so it was just your basic forum setup. And man, I would always be on there anyway, just checking out all the weird shit going on in the world. And then like every once in a while, you come across like a post that's like the person's like so dumb they can't figure out what weird events going on in their life. The one that sticks out in my head, and I think about it a lot, is the guy whose girlfriend was trying to kill him, but he just thought it was like a haunted bridge.
Yeah. Do
you remember this?
I don't remember specifics about it, but I do remember talking about it. And
this guy believed he got pushed by an unseen entity that he wasn't looking at anyway. It was behind him, and it pushed him off a bridge. Because now what got him on the bridge was him and his girlfriend at the time. They might be together, who knows? But they like got a flat tire or something, and they pulled off on the bridge. And he said he got out and he just looked over the bridge and he felt an unseen force. Again, he's not looking at it. Push him off the bridge. He fell like, I guess like 12 feet into like a bush, and then he came crawling back up, and he said his girlfriend was like standing outside the car on the phone, and we were like, yeah, he's probably like, yeah, he's fucking dead.
She was it's done.
It's done. Yeah, because I'm like, but there was a weird hint at the beginning, because like she said like, I'm not getting out of the car or something like that, but indicated that like she wanted, I don't know, it was a weird situation, but she was definitely trying to kill him.
Yeah. And so we would read the stories and like solve these cases, and we tried to get an account on there because we wanted to comment,
yes,
and talk shit to these people, but we tried making an account and they wouldn't let us, and then so we sent an email to the support people. And first of all, the email was just talking about how we weren't able to make an account.
I think we sent out like a normal thing of just like, hey, we're not able to make an account. Can we get this sorted out?
But the
second one, I think this is what got us Uber blocked. Where like I think like somehow they were able to like stop our IP address from ever going in.
The next one, I think we were yelling at them because when it said like the place that you were located in, it wouldn't let us pick McMurdo Station, Antarctica. So
we like, hey, we're real people down here.
I'm sorry.
Again, I remember getting like actually mad where I'm like, why not?
This
Like-
is a fucking geographical plane
Yeah.
of existence. I'm
down here
allowed to
freezing
put
my
it
ass off.
on here. Yeah.
How are you just forgetting about all 3,000 of us down here? You think it's easy? I mean, what touched my heart about that whole shtick was I looked up down in that, like, what do people do in McMurdo Station, Antarctica?
Not much.
And, like, you could just sign up to be a DJ on the radio down there. So there was, like, a real-life Arctic radio thing going on down there.
Yeah. Somebody's stealing
Yeah.
our idea, and we should probably,
Well, I think it was going on before.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
I remember the dream was to be able to go down there and actually do a radio show one time on the actual Arctic radio. I remember we talked about that, but
I feel like working in Antarctica, if you could handle the cold, those jobs, you can't be doing too much.
I used to think I could handle a lot of cold living in the bus here over the winter.
Uh-huh.
There's definitely some challenges to it. I guess we haven't even acknowledged that, like, I'm in a bus right now.
No, we can tell. No.
I don't know if you noticed this tube I'm in.
Yeah. It's not a submarine,
actually-
guys.
It's actually a school bus. And I actually live in it.
It is. That is one of the many interesting things about you is you are the first person that I know personally that has decided, fuck houses, fuck owning, big furniture and, whatever. I remember when you started selling off a bunch of your stuff. And I had some very obvious concerns, but I didn't know how to bring them up. Because all I saw was you were selling your house, you were selling your car,
Everything,
you were
yeah.
selling all your furniture, and I was just like, "Oh,
Everything.
buddy, like, are you good?" I wanted to reach out, but then
It was honestly like the most freeing. That was good times, actually being in there and like selling everything and seeing stuff get out of there, because I definitely am minimalist at heart, and after selling everything, I've realized, like, okay, truly I am, because I have not missed anything about that house, about my stuff. Obviously I kept things that were like close and near and dear to my heart, but I had so much shit that was like I thought was near to my heart that, like, once I was like, you know what, I got to get rid of this, because I could literally only fit what I own in this,
yeah,
and it's in here, guys. This is my stuff.
yeah.
There's all of it.
Here are my only bed sheets.
No, I have more.
Oh, okay.
Let me get up there. We
Shit,
got more up
even
there.
splurging.
Look at this cat. The cats are like probably like the craziest thing in here.
Nah, he's got a sex chair.
Pets are weird because they're people. I have to take care of them in some way. But like, yeah, it's weird.
No, you don't have to. No.
They're good though. Look, fine. That cat's good.
It's a little skinny, but no,
But no, I think I don't know. I've been a fucking weird one, I guess is the word for it.
no, I wouldn't say. I mean, I don't know if you want to get into.
I don't mean that in a bad way.
I don't know if you want to get into your whole thing when
No,
we get to
probably
it.
not.
Okay, all right, yeah, no, you're all good. You're all good.
Maybe one day down the road we'll talk about it, because there is some interesting stories about it. But
Yeah.
I kind of like that. Like, I don't know. I was talking to someone today at work, and I was telling them how, like, I feel like every 10 years, if I think back every 10 years, I feel like I've lived a different life. Like how far and how different things have been over the course. You know what I mean? Like, it's just strange.
Well, there is that oh man, I don't know what you would call it. That, like, it's not a paradox, but essentially, like, the you throughout your life is not actually you. Because if you go back just 10 years, that person is so different from who you are now. It's not the same person. You have different beliefs, you have
Yeah.
different feelings about people, you've
Totally.
experienced different things, you remember things different than what you do now. You might look different. You have different hopes, different dreams, different goals, all kinds of shit. And I think about
Are you
that.
catching a lot of, not to break from this, are you catching like a lot of like audio interference on your end?
On my end?
Yeah, I feel like I'm hearing a lot of fabric moving when you're talking. Is it like super sensitive?
No, not this thing. Hold on. Let me. We'll cut this out.
It's fine. It's doable.
Okay.
All right, what were we talking about?
I don't know. We were talking about like gnomes that live in your attic or some shit.
I thought we were talking about like District 9 or something.
Yeah.
Remember that movie?
That was, and it was weird to me because like people were fucking those aliens.
Were they?
Yes.
The movie?
Do you
I thought
remember?
they were just changing into
Do you
it.
remember? Like there were there was like a whole like it was like a news segment or something. Which the fact that you don't know it. Just
Well, that's
means...
right. There was prostitution. Yeah, I do remember that now. Yeah, they were like prostituting themselves.
And I don't know why, but like that kind of did it for me. And the reason why, it's not because I'm into aliens. It's because like. If that bitch will fuck whatever the fuck that thing is, this essentially a cockroach.
But is that the aliens, or is that just what we turn into from the alien virus? Like, were the aliens those things?
Was that ever answered? I know that they're supposed to finally be coming out with.
I don't even know if that was questioned, but I just remember thinking back on it. I went, oh wait a minute, if he's changing, isn't that just like I don't know? I gotta rewatch that movie. That's been a long time. You know what movie pissed me off is the one, same guy, but that Chappie movie. Chappie was like, Chappie was fucking lame.
Was it?
Lame. Yeah.
Was it the?
And so much. There's like really cool parts in it, but it's few and far between. And outside of that, it's just so stupid. Like the actions of like.
Yeah.
What happened? It could. Go ahead.
Well, no, I was. So was the Is that the movie with the fighting robot and the kid and like...
No, that's Alita Battle Angel. That movie's cool. Chappie was the one where like some security robot has like some secret something put implanted in him, but then they go to destroy him. He escapes the robot and it gets up with these like South African, like this like white gang of weirdos, and like he helps them rob. I'm with the movie at this point. I'm fine with it at this point. But he like helps them like rob cars and shit, like mug people. So it's like a robot coming up and it's like, oh, you get out of your car and all this. And I'm like, this is kind of great. But then it just gets it keeps getting boring. And then it keeps wanting to be sentimental, but I can't get sentimental when the guy's talking like this, man. Give me all your money. And it's like a robot.
It
was too much for me. And then Hugh Jackman, we can pull this up on the screen, has an amazing mullet in that movie. One of the best.
Well. That just reminds me of that video. Have you seen that kid getting kicked with that?
Yes, I watched it like 20 times. Because that robot knew what the fuck it was doing.
It was just
I ain't gonna lie. Like, that's the shit, like, we didn't see that. Skynet never fucking roundhouse kicked anybody that I know of.
A child.
So, like, this is some new level. Yeah, a child. I never seen a T-800 do that. And it was, like, such a perfect roundhouse kick where I'm like, this thing's good. Like, if I had to fight one of those.
Skynet makes robots, and their marketing is just like, have you ever wanted to fight a child? This thing can
like
fuck up 8-10-year-olds. Hands down, buddy.
Down. illegal children robot fighting. 10 human kings, and the robot's just like roundhouse kicking every one of them. Bam,
It
bam,
doesn't know how to punch. It doesn't know any.
It never punches.
Moves. It just one step roundhouse, next step roundhouse. Just fucking them all up. Oh,
that's like why like the future robot war is just gonna be like mind blowing, because like I'm seeing shit where I'm like, I didn't expect this. I didn't expect roundhouse kicking children.
Right in the solar plexus too. Like that kid got the wind knocked out of him. Which, I mean, is again, I'm not advocating.
Thank God
for
it happened.
Yeah.
Hey, thank God it happened to a child. To a child? I disavow. That's a joke, guys. That's a joke.
Thank God it happened to a child is the wild.
Hey, listen, at least it wasn't an American child.
Oh my God. Oh no.
That's such a savage take.
It
like,
really
thank
is.
God. Hey, it's better over there than over here. You know what I mean? We keep those roundhouse kicking robots out of here.
Holy fuck.
Now, do you think that was intentional? Do you think that kid was? No. Now let's go into actual like artificial intelligence. Did that kid say something to that robot or do something? That robot was like, "I'm kicking that kid."
It's like, listen,
I'm just a stupid robot. It's an accident. Like,
oh, damn!
I don't know anything.
He was asking for it.
Kicks another one.
He was over there. He was like, "Hey, you fucking gearhead," and he was like, "I fucking know he's not calling me that." It's like,
called him a clanker.
Look, yeah.
Something.
Look at this fucking bucket of bolts over here. Fucking, he's just like, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking do it.
Get that kid.
He's like,
and then like, yeah.
I use my phone to jerk off, and then all of a sudden it's like, that's it. I'm doing it. And then he just did his little fucking power walk over there, and it was, oh my God, that was the funniest. Now imagine if you were the parent of that child.
Okay.
How would you feel about
it's
reaction?
China. Like in America, I would sue the fuck out of that company.
That is true.
Boston Dynamics or whatever. You see Boston Dynamics making robots that can, the power source is going to be protein, and they have to devour organic matter.
Can we not do that?
Why is that even? How'd that get across the table? That's crazy.
Somebody was like, all right. So we got the batteries in place, and somebody was like, whoa. Have we thought about other ways of powering them? It's like, oh, what do you mean, like solar powered? He's like, nah, no.
Human flesh. Yeah. Like, well, no, let's not do that.
I have not heard about that, but it sounds like you gotta wonder you have to wonder at a certain point, these robotic places, these places that make robots, they have to be fucking around and hoping that something terrible happens, because no normal person who wants like security in place from these things would ever even fucking think.
Like, would they add like a metaphorical like shaft into the reactor core so that we can destroy it easy? Like, that's what they need to do. Have some way where we can stop it.
No, just have a fucking, just everybody has an off switch, implying that we have an emergency shut off.
But like, how can I get to the off switch if this thing's roundhouse kicking?
We don't give it the ability to roundhouse kick.
But
why?
That's the issue. They already got it. They're already doing it.
Yeah, they already learned it.
Have you ever? They're already kicking it. The small Chinese children are being kicked.
Okay, they don't care. They have
no feelings. This is serious. Yeah, they don't have a soul.
They don't care about heaven.
They don't care.
Think you can entice them with the Lord? They don't give a fuck. No, I'm saying you just obviously destroy all those robots and then make them so they can't fucking kick. Their legs should not move any more than like a standard 90s action figure.
Yeah. I miss the old, like, the ones that used to walk like an old person. Yeah. Those are my favorite robots. So we don't have any of them anymore. They're all gone. They'd be like, oh, boy, you kind of walking around. You know what I'm talking about. Go back like 10 years. Look at the robots. They were adorable. They were cute. There was no threat of them kicking you.
There's so many things where I'm just like, oh God, that's gonna get so fucking flagged on YouTube.
I know what the bumpers are going to be. Thank God it happened to a Chinese child first. Before an American.
Needs to go on a shirt. And it's just a screenshot of that kid getting fucking kicked right in the solar plexus.
Oh, that'd be great. That's a cool ass t-shirt, actually.
Honestly, how do we market the tragedy of this family?
Yeah, we got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Listen. They copy us all the time on shit, so we get to steal one.
To be honest, this is kind of on par for us because our two of our first movie pitches combined the Aurora, Colorado movie theater shooting and the missing airplane of flight, whatever the fuck.
Did it? Yeah. I don't remember.
We had
what was the Aurora shooting? That happened when I was. Why that sticks out of my head is I got part of this tattoo done the night before the Aurora shooting.
Wait. So, like, the movie theater. right? We're talking about
that was the movie theater in Colorado. Yeah.
Yeah. So we were talking about like, what if that guy was brought in for questioning, and he was just like, no, like you don't understand what's coming, you don't know what's happening, and then all of a sudden it cuts back to some fucking air controlled tower, and they're just like, I don't know what the home base to incoming airplane. What? No. It was just some dude sitting there, in the control tower, and all of a sudden you just heard static on the radio, and then it was like, Malaysian flight 913 requesting permission to land, or whatever the missing flight was, and everybody was like, "What the fuck?"
And then it comes back. This is slowly come back to me, because I remember there was some conspiracy that the guy who shot up that theater, he worked at some laboratory that was doing like time, some quantum time
thing. Of course.
Like, and people were trying to say that like he was trying to we presented the theory that maybe he was trying to save people.
Yeah.
Did you ever think about that?
Everybody's so quick.
You're so quick to judge, but hey.
But turns out one of them had the flu, and all of them would have went home, and they would have been fucking sick. Do you know? We could have had him around for fucking COVID though. That would have.
He's probably still around, right? He's just locked up, right? We didn't like.
I don't know. Is he dead?
I don't know.
If he is,
chat, comment, questions, let us know. Yeah. Let us know if he's alive. And we stick up for you, man. We get it. Don't let him hold you down. I did think it was stupid that he showed up dressed as the Joker in a Bane Batman movie.
Yeah.
Like, is that not like a movie late?
Is he? We never thought about the fact that maybe he was just disgruntled that they never put the Joker into the third Batman movie.
Well, maybe that's what it was.
It 100% could have.
He thought that the Joker was going to be in it.
And he was
I heard they filmed scenes with Heath Ledger before he died. I heard about it.
What the fuck is this shit? That's it. I'm fucking doing it.
No, I was talking about the guy who thought it was like a 3D movie. Who's like, wow, this tear gas is like realistic.
Really burning.
I just got shot. Yeah, wow. I took one in the shoulder.
There aren't any guns in this scene. This is fucking.
But
wild.
in all seriousness, guys, mass shootings are terrible.
Yeah, 100%. I will decide.
We disavow.
I will decide. I mean, I will decide if we have to edit this out. I will look at the YouTube terms and conditions to see is glorifying mass shooting. No, is that allowed? No.
And he had like wacky. The other thing I remember, he had wacky Batman bombs in his apartment. I remember they showed pictures of his apartment. He had like, like when you played Mario Brothers and the little like cannon balls would come at you. Like he had bombs like that. Like I don't even know how you get those. Like I didn't know that was this little thing.
Timu.
They're like black balls with like a fuse hanging out. Like what?
It says Acme on this side.
That's like literally like Acme bombs.
Big whole thing of dynamite just throwing together.
The big red rocket sitting there with a fuse coming out the back.
Oh my god. No, we definitely.
I forgot what got us on that Aurora tangent. We were pitching a movie, but what was the movie we were talking about before that?
Well, I don't know if we were talking about a movie per se. I do know that I think we were just talking about. It was just we were just covering,
just spitballing.
Yeah, just kind of throwing things at a wall and seeing what stuck, and we combined two national tragedies, and
it was like, a wacky comedy.
Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't it be fantastic if this was I guess I don't know. But like we did a lot of shit though, man. And that's what I want
going forward.
Yes. And we've talked about like what this channel is going to be, and it's gonna be fucking great. It's gonna be
I think so.
great.
And here's the thing, it's like, it's not about anything. So you can just pop it on, and we're gonna ramble. And hopefully you get a chuckle here and there. Maybe you get disgusted.
Which is...
I'm fairly open, though. I'm down to kind of talk about anything. Like,
yeah.
I don't see any reason to hold back.
Oh, really? Anything? What's your weirdest kink? Let's hear it.
Well, that's interesting. You know what's crazy is that, like, things that I used to be really disgusted at, kink-wise, where like I'm lightening up on, like feet. I used to be like, that's weird. But now the older I get, I'm like, no, I guess like some feet are nice. And that's how it starts.
Yeah.
Plant that seed. That's how it starts. Bob Odenkirk's cool with feet. Quentin Tarantino likes feet. Like, what's weird with that?
No. Wait, hold on. Okay, so what do you look for in a foot? Like, what is the thing?
I think smoothness and curvature. As a new person. Yeah, I like them broken. I like them bruised and broken.
Yeah, like I take them like the scene
like some sort of fungus.
Yeah, shortly after that scene in Misery, I love the off angle of the ankle.
It all started when I watched Misery.
Yeah. Okay, so smoothness and so like, you know, are you into like, you know?
I haven't explored this heavily. I just noticed myself going more like, oh, she's got nice feet, something like that, and then it's like, oh, so it's like,
yeah.
I haven't like explored it.
You go back to the van. You're like, what am I becoming?
It's a bust now, but yeah, I do. It's about I am like,
yeah.
man, I'm like really disgusting. Like, this is kind of wild. Actually. Can I be normal for a second?
No,
is that ever gonna happen?
No, I think so. Here's my thing on it. I think that as you age and as you do more stuff, your brain just needs extra shit to kind of get there at some point, because you're just like, I've done this regular shit 500,000 times. There's a point where you're just desensitized
like,
to it.
What's the next thing?
Yeah. And then you lead into fucking, choking somebody till they fucking black out, and then slapping them back awake and
been
being
there,
like,
done that.
Bitch, fucking wake up! Fucking
get up, David Carradine!
Yeah.
Come on!
Yeah.
We gotta make another Kill Bill movie.
You gaslight her into thinking she's somewhere else.
Speaking of autoerotic asphyxiation, David Carradine. That's like a conspiracy, right? That seems like murder.
So you will have to tell me. All right, here's what we're gonna do. You tell me.
Well, imagine this: David Carradine, hotel room, Thailand, ends up hanging from his belt, I believe, in the closet, and
with the door closed.
With the, can we confirm if the door was closed? But apparently he was doing his business and doing some little strangulation that went haywire. But the other conspiracy is that like he was actually killed because I guess there's different variations. I want to say like I heard that like he like taught like something about like those like kung fu masters over there or something.
Of course he did.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
It's like Steven. If that's the case, Steven Seagal would be like constantly fighting ninjas trying to kill him.
Imagine that.
Which, by the way, I would watch that movie.
Don't give him ideas, please. Please, no.
No,
Let him go. Let him go. I recently saw it was a video of him doing a class with somebody who was like demonstrating something to somebody, and the motherfucker was still sitting in a fucking chair the whole time. And I'm like, will you?
So what was he doing? Was he just like? Was he like? Because he's huge. He'd be like,
yeah. Essentially, yes. He would. He was. I think. Oh fuck! What was he doing? I think he was ripping.
He does Aikido. Aikido is what he's like trained in, and he's like an actual master.
Apparently, he is actually good at Aikido. How effective that?
I don't know how
fight.
the 500 pounds of extra human fat on his body affects that. But apparently, if you try to attack him in a chair, he can easily cut you off.
He might possibly be.
I will say this: I love both. The Under Siege 2, I actually like more than Under Siege 1. But there's some great 90s Seagal movies out there. And I would even defend Exit Wounds, which is like his one last gasp of like a studio release movie.
I believe I might have seen 3 Steven Seagal movies, but don't ask me which ones, because all of the titles are so generic 90s. It follows the 3 words.
Yes. Hard to kill.
Yeah.
Out for justice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just
no time left. Fat man. Fat.
Yeah. I have the
but yeah, you're right. Like that's
symbiote as hair.
Yeah. I use a Sharpie.
Yeah.
That's 4, but hey, we'll make it really small.
Yeah. I just know from the countless like there's so many.
I feel like I've watched everything Steven Seagal has ever put out. I feel like I've seen his entire catalog.
First time,
even that cop show. I watched the crap out of that cop show.
Steven Seagal
Lawman. Yeah, Steven Seagal Lawman.
I'll tell you right now, I was in the law enforcement for
yeah, because he does like a really deep Cajun for some. He's Cajun now.
It depends on who he's talking to, though.
Yo, yes, if it's a black person, he speaks the blackest language.
Yeah.
Listen, dog, I know what you be talking about over there.
Yeah.
But I'll just be sort of cool.
Well,
he does like it's like an old jazz player.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
tonality to it.
And then I know that he, every video that I see of him now, which is just if you want an idea of how his career has taken off, it is all starts with what happened to, and then Steven Seagal. So
yeah, it's always like,
it is
what
always,
went wrong?
What the fuck is going on right now with
yeah,
this
what's
fella?
up with this dude?
And I think a lot of his downfall was the fact that he takes himself too seriously.
For
I think
sure.
it started with the SNL stuff. I'm putting it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
that probably did start it. Because that was like at the rise of his career, and then if you kind of mess up at that time in the '90s, if you messed up on SNL, that was kind of a big deal. And he was notoriously, I think, still to this day, is the worst guest. I think they deleted that episode.
Well, hold on.
I've never seen it, so it must be gone.
Do you have Peacock? It has all the
No,
SNL. Okay.
I've never seen a clip from Steven Seagal SNL. I think it's gone. I think they erased that.
I want to say I remember watching it. I remember
probably
watching
played
it
live.
No. I was not. So I didn't get into SNL until relatively recently. It's probably the past 2 years. But I remember watching the old SNL episodes, and I swear to God they had one on there because I saw him in the boardroom where he fought all those dudes and then was just like, we need to protect our environment, which, okay, yeah, great. 100% I agree. I'm on board. But from Steven Seagal, it just made me want to litter.
I think the other issue, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dump my oil out right there in the
Yeah.
ditch if I ever seen him. But he's also like not a funny guy. I don't think he has a funny bone. Like he doesn't understand. He's never made me laugh. It's always been ironically. He's never intentionally made me laugh.
Like the story,
Steven Seagal,
like the story on set where he came in. It was like they were filming in like a boathouse or something, and he came in and he was just like, we're gonna be doing these things my way, and I'm telling you now, and all of you need to listen to me, and follow my directions. I'm the leader here. And then when he went to go leave, he opened up the door that just led to a drop off in the ocean. And he fell.
hell yeah.
And he fell. And the you can hear about it. There are like so many videos of people who are on the set.
I feel like that must
day.
have been off Exit Wound. I feel like, did Tom Arnold tell this story?
I don't know who it was. I have no idea, but they were just like,
I remember they were talking about like when he came out, the Sharpie ink was running
Yeah.
down his face from his hairline.
Yeah, which I
That's
would
so
never
funny.
show
That
my
rules.
fucking face around there again. I think at that point,
Just put a hat. But at that point, though, there was hair treatment. Like, celebrities were getting hair done. Like, it wasn't some out of...
yeah,
Like, it wasn't something that wasn't... Matthew McConaughey, like, got his fucking shit done back then. So I was like, you can do it.
wait a second. This,
But if you care so much about this, why wouldn't you be like, I'm going to make exit wounds, and I'll take that budget that I make off of that, and I'll go get hair transplants.
I don't think he
Instead
has.
of drawing my hair on.
I honestly, I don't think that he has the money.
I have no extra hair.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's why I was like, he had him getting a decent. Yeah, maybe he's
In order to
right.
follow IKEA or IKEA.
IKEA. In order to, listen, Daddy-O, if I want to go to IKEA, I want to buy me some furniture. The hair I could just paint off.
Yeah.
No big thing. What?
Why would I waste so much money on hair transplants when I got a perfectly good pen at home?
Yeah.
Just draw.
That's when I rub my hand on the carpet.
Yeah.
It looks just fine.
I take one of those lint rollers, and afterwards I just stick it on my fucking
I
head.
tell you, I know we're dogging on Steven Seagal's finances, but he did a movie called Fire Down Below.
Uh-huh.
which-
Sounds like an
another 3 word.
STD. Fucking.
It does. And trust me, it is basically an STD. But Michael Caine was the villain, and this wasn't like.
Oh.
And I was like, I remember watching it as a kid. Like, I've probably been like 12 when that movie came out, and sitting there going like, Michael Caine's too good for this movie. Why is he in this? Like,
Mr. Seagal, I've been waiting.
he's in it quite a bit. Like, it's not like he's filmed a
no.
weekend. It's like he's in it. Like,
Oh no.
hey, get this. He's a rich British colonist that's like mining or like sucking oil out of the ground in like Beaumont in like Minnesota or some shit. And he's like, I gotta save the environment.
Yeah.
Killing all the seals and shit. It's so
Do you
funny.
like-
It's such a good movie.
Would you like a Jew the size of a tangerine?
The size of a tangerine.
Oh my God. Fucking Michael
Some
Caine.
men just want to eat
Michael Caine.
sandwiches all day.
Yeah. Michael Caine. I don't know. Speaking of Michael Caine, the only thing that I really remember him.
Which, by the way, we have to talk about, if we're talking about Michael Caine here, quick update. He was retired from acting, but he said he's going to come back for one more movie.
Oh.
Did you hear what it was?
Is it Sonic? Sonic 4? Oh.
It's even more mind-blowing. That would be more respectable.
Oh no. It's
By a factor of 10.
Transformers 6.
He's going to come back. Do you remember that movie? It was called The Witch Hunter with Vin Diesel.
No.
He's coming back for Witch Hunter 2, baby.
What is he gonna play as the skeleton that he has to fight?
There ain't much left of Michael Caine to begin with. Like,
No, man.
but apparently he's like best friends with Vin Diesel. I would love to sit there and hear
I would,
what
yeah.
the fuck they gotta talk about. But so I'm doing this movie. I'm jumping a Dodge Charlie into space. Oh, that's nice. Good for you, Vin.
I will say I've never been to space, but I've heard.
No, he has. He's been to space.
Wait, hold on. Wait, really?
Well, they used to do that. Oh, Craig Ferguson used to do this thing called Michael Caine in space, and it was just Michael Caine doing like jokes in space.
Oh, okay.
Now you know.
That was a lot of money.
And like the jokes would be like people ask me in zero gravity, how do I keep the bourbon in my glass? He says like this. And he just drinks it. And then it just cuts. Like, then it's over. That's it. Like Michael Caine in space.
Yeah, Michael Caine, everybody, and then they wheel
But that
him
dude's
out.
got. Yeah, I know. That's what I hate when actors get old where they're in a wheelchair and they have to wheel them out. I feel so bad for them.
That's
Like they did that with Kirk Douglas, and he's all stroked out, and they pushed him out in the Oscar, and he's like,
like, oh, okay, all
and you're
right.
like, oh yeah, and it's like this is fucked up. They're like, why are you laughing? I'm like, that's just me. Don't judge me.
Judge them. They're literally
Judge
wheeling
that.
a
They're
fucking,
doing this
yeah.
to me. I had to be escorted out of a Stephen Hawkins presentation one time.
Do you remember?
Do you remember? I had that. That's still. I believe this. I have a conspiracy that Stephen Hawkins was brain dead. He was a vegetable for like 20 years, and they would just write fucked up shit for him to say.
Yeah.
Because he would just like, because he'd get people pissed off, and it's like you can't do nothing because he's literally just like.
Imagine somebody.
Then he'll be like, God isn't real. It's all a delusion. It's a symbiotic relationship. And it's like, how is he typing that? He's not even typing. So there's some scientist in the back that's just like, yeah. Fucking losers.
Say something about prostitutes.
Yeah. Prostitutes are yummy. I like to eat children on Epstein Island. Yeah. They even threw his ass in the Epstein Island list.
They did. They put him on the Epstein list.
He put him on. Yeah, fuck this dude.
And then all the pictures, it's just him sitting.
Yeah, and I was like, what is he? What's he? You can put him in like, what's that? What's that shit where they filmed The Mandalorian in that LED full circle? You could just stuck him in one of those. Like, you never know.
Just sitting there, horrified by what's going on around him, and they're like,
yeah.
No,
there's like a wizard behind a curtain.
No.
What has my life become? I just came to study black holes.
All I care about is space, and they are. Oh, they.
I want to scream, but have no mouth.
Yeah. I believe they wrote a story about this at one time. I am.
But I was like, I don't know. I think that dude was a complete, like, I think it was fake. It's kind of like Helen Keller. Like, it's not a real thing. That doesn't make sense.
You don't believe in Helen Keller? What?
No, and it came out. It came out that like she could obviously see a little bit and like hear a little bit and talk.
It turns out she was normal.
Yeah, it's actually like the all right worker.
Yeah,
is I guess what that would be called.
Oh man, I remember we had a whole thing on Stephen Hawking. Where like and actually this whole conspiracy theory is what had brought up the whole skit.
Well, it was just the imagery of him. The idea was I got like a remote control thing to control his chair, and I just shot him. The thing was like you can't laugh, right? But like, what if you're a scientist and you're in like a lecture room, and like a scientist comes up and talks, and like Stephen Hawking's gonna close the night out because he's the big star. What if that chair just came blasted out and just shot off the stage?
You just hear squealing tires.
Yeah. And troubles. And I was like, I would die laughing, and that I would have to be resuscitated. And they'd be like, "We gotta get him."
And then
but I remember being like,
his wheelchair explodes in a way too big explosion,
like an 80s explosion. It's like,
ow, ouch, ouch, ouch.
On fire. Extinguisher engaged.
Oh man, we should have made him a little Iron Man suit.
But that's why, like, the robot shit's pissing me off. You got people who are like missing like legs and shit.
Anyway,
a robot gets
circle around and kick children.
Yeah, maybe there's a veteran out there that would like to kick a small child with a robot leg. And some clanker has the ability to do that.
If they didn't
and get away with it legally.
If they didn't do it for Stephen Hawking, why the fuck would they do it for anybody else?
But is that not talked about? Why don't people have like proper like robot parts already? Like, I see a robot that does things like a human does. We can't stick a robot arm on somebody? Like, what's the issue?
It is wild to me, and this is not to disparage anybody that has it, but like seeing as far as like electronics has come, and people are just like, yeah, I lost my arm and I can do everything the same, and it shows them like opening a microwave, and of course it's just
but it's like Yeah. I would just go. I'd go pure claw. I'm going claw. That point. Like, I'm going like hook.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna rock it. Like,
Just, I don't understand how that's still so far behind.
yeah.
And
After all this.
Yeah, we have the fucking, we're on the 16th iPhone, and we're still on version number 2 of a goddamn workable fucking arm.
Yeah,
And
but we can't get a paraplegic like body parts, so he can cook. He can kick.
yeah,
Small children.
yeah. That's the one thing that they have been wanting their entire goddamn life.
It's a good like test. It's kind of like the off-road ability of a new vehicle. It's like, what's your kicking ability?
What
of
if
your
that
new
is
cyborg?
the test? They have just a kid, and they're just like, all right, now.
And there's like the kid standing there. There's like measurement lines behind him. Then some like Boston Dynamic monstrosity comes out.
It's a fucking 15-foot robot. Oh,
The robot's gonna be it's gonna be an issue. It's gonna be an issue quick. We have to put a stop to these things.
we
before
really
they get out of
should.
hand.
We really should. It should be you and I. How would we do it?
I don't know how we
Yeah.
could. This is like one of those issues that James Cameron would be like pissed about, because he's like, I made this movie. I mean, I copied it from a Outer Limits episode, but I mean, I made this movie about. So I don't know what more we could do. I don't understand the cognitive like decline enough to where there isn't more people going like, we need to stop this. Like, these things have to be. It's going too far.
Well, I mean, it's kind of the thing with AI. So,
like, what's stopping an AI program that's like completely not a part of a robot system? But like, what's stopping, like, you say you got a robot, what stops like Chat GPT from taking over this thing's head?
yeah,
And, like, controlling it?
we've
Like,
given it a
what's stopping
body.
it?
Oh shit!
Yeah. I remember watching like Die Hard 4, and the guy could control like the streetlights with computers, and I was like, it put the world in chaos. And it's like, well, we have like AI now, and we have like robots working at Amazon. Like, this is a bad situation brewing.
It's
Like, it's not gonna go well.
It is. It's something that I think about a lot. I do think that we should pull back just a fucking tad bit on. I think all of the AI stuff. I think all of that is fucking dumb, especially like when people invest in AI companies. It's like, what are you investing in? Like what is
Yeah,
that?
you're putting money towards something that isn't a tangible. There's no
Yeah,
like blood, sweat, or tears behind
it
this.
just exists to collect data and then learn how to like
But
respond
no,
better. I don't.
I don't know what's going on in my life, but I've been getting a lot of ads for these like AI stock selectors where you just give your money to AI to
Yeah, give your-
read the stock
yeah.
market, and it's like, well, then what? If that's how this works, why doesn't everyone just use an AI? Like, what's the system then, and how much of it's real and how much of it's fake?
If
Does
you're
that make
asking the
sense? Like-
stock market, the stock market is fucking dumb.
Well, it goes on various levels. It's like not just the stock market, but even just like, let's say I get a robot to go out there and get me stuff to like to run my groceries. Well, like, what's to stop it from being like, oh, it's out of this type of bread. I'm a paid somewhere in my programming. Like, I gotta buy Wonder Bread. Like, it starts controlling your decisions without you making them. You know what I mean? It's weird.
That would be very.
I would be fucking pissed if it came back with Wonder Bread. I'd be like, get that Sunbeam all the
Fucking,
way.
I would. If it's not honey oat, I don't fucking want it. Get me Nature's. What is a fucking bread?
Nature's
I don't even
Own.
look. Is it Nature's Own?
I think so. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, the butter bread.
I am lucky enough, and this is not me. I'm humble bragging right now, but like, I don't really check prices on things. I kind of just put everything in a cart, and then
I don't with like the bread and milk type shit, because it's like you have to get it. It's not like an option. I can't be like, oh, I can't buy eggs this week. Like, when I need to
Yeah.
have actual food.
They're
like,
$40. Okay, well, I guess
$40 this week. All right.
I guess that's. I guess I can cut back on literally all my other food.
I did my cost of like how much to make, like how much to like keep the life support systems on in this submarine.
Yeah.
And it's basically $10 a day. But then I did the math, like 30 days, it's $300. That's really what I was paying my electric bill when I actually had a house and all that. So like it almost all equals out to like almost the same, and it's always bad.
You gotta be killing it, fucking financially, man.
Well, I'm in an alright place because I live in a bus.
Yeah.
I don't have anything.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things. It's a very Buddhist lifestyle. It's like I have nothing, and I expect nothing. So I'm good.
You have $40,000 in your account right now, but you just don't. I can only.
I wish I'd blow through it, but like I can only have zero. Like there is no. I can't go below nothing in this lifestyle, which I like. I can only flatline.
Who did that fucking that comedy? Oh, I think it was Louis C.K. where he was just like, debt is a weird thing, man, because like if I owe
less than nothing,
yeah, you have less than nothing. I have to make $30 to have $0, and I'm just like, that is like,
it's a negative. How? Like,
if somebody says, hey, this is free, you can take it for nothing, and you're just like, I don't have that. I don't have $0. I'm not even there. You can't take.
I need $30 to have $0.
Yeah. And
and
it got me thinking about like how much debt is like pushed on people nowadays. Like how many times, and if anybody's watching this, let me know how often you're shopping online on Amazon or Walmart and you get like a $50 purchase and it's like, oh, your total is $50, but you can pay $1 every month for the next 5,000 months.
Yeah. Well, I seen that. I knew we were in bad times about a year ago when I saw Instacart start allowing Affirm payment plans on groceries. I went, whoa, buddy. This is bad. I'm like, we gotta back off.
Exactly. And so people end up in fucking crippling debt, and it's relatively new. It's relatively new. You know, some people are just like, oh, well, you should have learned about that in school. But when I was in school, I don't remember like just like insane credit cards. I remember like Finger Hut magazines where you had to like.
I was gonna say, like, when I think of a credit card to this day, I think of my dad had a Sears card, and that was a big deal.
Yeah.
And I guess it was like a good one. It was like a black one or something. Yeah. Sears black or something. I'm like, okay, but I remember him going there, and that's like where I remember a credit card. Nowadays, like, it's easy to have like I've seen people have like. I've seen their wallets where they're just stacked with cards.
Yeah, and it's all just different credit cards. And here is
and like, oh, this one's for travel. I get a gas rebate back, and it's like they have all these different layers of it. Where it's like, okay, but it's all like debt. It's all negative.
Yeah, it's all stuff that you have to now pay more than what you would have originally just paid if you had the goddamn money. And I get that not everybody has the money, but just the ease of I'll put this off until later.
Yeah, I do sound like I will be the first to say I do have a travel, like one of those things where I get like a gas rebate, and then with points I get like a hotel, but like I don't use it. So if you don't use it, you don't. It's like one of those things where it's like
technically, do I even have it?
Even exist? Yeah. Do I even have it? Yeah.
I think I think the debt economy is fucking it's so wild, and it's so easy for people to just collapse into crippling debt. And it's also one of the reasons that I have an issue with what. When the fuck did gambling become a thing that is like on every single advertisement?
Dude,
everywhere.
Yes. I see so many of those Kalish ads everywhere, and it's like, bet on the rain. Yeah. It's like, well, what's this economy based off of? Like just the whimsies of what other people are thinking?
How long do you think the Strait of Hormuz is going to stay open? And like our last presidential election, CNN and all the news agencies were like, well,
yeah, they were going to the The betting
Poly
markets.
Market says that they have a 62% chance, and it's just like, why the fuck are we advertising this shit? If you want to ruin a motherfucker's life, introduce them to online gambling. It's the quickest way. And maybe I'm wrong. But I just feel like online gambling, you can destroy your life in a matter of hours of just getting caught in this downward spiral. And I don't know anything else that can do that. I don't know. Some people are going to be like, oh, well, drugs. Well, you have to go get them. And then even then, if you
you're making friends, you're meeting people, you're going out.
And you're not going out and taking out a mortgage on your house for like your first meth payment. But
I think one of the craziest things is that like you can be 18 and you can be 17 and get like $100,000 fucking college loan, but you can't get a business loan for that much. What's the difference when the risk is basically the same?
I don't
across the board.
I don't understand.
In fact, most people would do better with $100,000 cash to start a business out the gate than going to college.
Well, even then, if we have these jobs like doctors and nurses and whatever the fuck else requires a college degree, why?
All easy things too. You don't even need a college degree for most of that stuff.
Yeah, doctors. Who gives a
come
shit?
on,
Yeah.
stop it. What's the difference between like a carburetor and a fucking heart? Like they're just mechanics. That's all they are.
You're just a little bit more careful.
You know who else does this? Fucking astronauts do this all the time. They make their job seem like it's so hard when it's just like everything's designed to be as easy as it can be in a suit. So it's like I had to go do a spacewalk, and they're just like out there with a DeWalt drill.
Yeah.
I'm like, is this really that technical? Like, is it that hard that you need to have like a doctorate's degree and like 1,000 hours of flying time in a fighter jet? Like, is this necessary?
So my argument is basically like, if we need all of these jobs and these jobs help our society, what benefit does it do for our society to force these people who want to go take those jobs to be in crippling debt for years of their life afterwards? Because there are so many people that are incredibly interested in being a doctor, but maybe they went to a shitty school. They didn't have the access to the, you know.
First off, I want to watch a show where it's at the shittiest doctor school. Yeah. I think that would be hilarious.
No, not doctor school, but like maybe they were in a poor neighborhood, so like their school just didn't do very well with like testing, and there was no tutoring and shit like that. There were no real opportunities.
Teachers, all that stuff. Yeah.
And we don't allow them to be doctors at all. They just immediately, they're not even looked at. And then everybody else, well, you have to either get a scholarship or take out a fucking crazy ass loan that you will never be able to pay back in order to do the
not
thing.
Till you're like basically useless.
Yeah.
Until you're like 40,
when you're
45,
76 years old, you can be like,
years old, you can be debt free.
Living in an apartment as a doctor. you can be like, all right, I just made my final student loan payment. And
what am I going to spend it on next month? All this extra money that I got. He buys a fucking Bugatti. It's like, like it makes no sense. Because I know doctors specifically, their insurance is outrageous the first like 8 years that they're doctors because of malpractice suits.
The thing. Oh.
The insurance bullshit in this. Oh my.
That's why I'm saying, like, I want to. How much? Okay, you can't answer this now, but back when you did have a car and car insurance, are you okay with disclosing how much your car payment and car insurance was?
I would say it was between $500 to $550 a month for the car payment, and my insurance would be like $170.
Okay, all right.
Month.
It's about a $700. That is the typical. That's the typical answer that I get. It averages about $700.
Well, it used to be that I'm not going to say perfect world because I think it's still too much, but it used to be your house payment, your groceries, and your car should kind of all be about the same monthly expense. But then housing went completely fucking crazy. Yeah. So now it's like $2,000 a month now for. I was thinking about the next like 48 hours will be interesting in my life because I'm making a lot of big choices here in the next like literally 48 hours. I'm thinking about moving, and one of the places I was looking at moving, it's some liberal cesspool. But it's but it's so fucking nice. But it's so nice. It's Vermont, if anybody's wondering. But it's like it's so expensive. You'd have to work if you're not somewhere in your profession, not paying off school debt. But like I think it's one of those places where like if you're rich from like work in your 50s, people move to Vermont like because you have to be rich to basically live there.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to like be a Norver, like the issue is they can't find like service jobs because like. For me to live there comfortably, I couldn't do it just doing service jobs. I'd have to work 2 jobs just to barely get by. So one of the benefits of the bus is that like I can usually, like in my situation, I can just park at work and then I'm just here.
Yeah.
So it's like that's one benefit. But like if I actually move to a different state, I am going to have to end up getting on a lease somewhere. I need some sort of address to get everything.
You know, you mentioned 48 hours. Is that do you want to talk about that? Because I don't even know.
Sure,
that.
yeah.
So what's
well,
the
this
plan?
is kind of new. Well, like a lot of things fell through here where I'm at, which is, I don't know if anybody wants to know what I'm doing. I'm here in Uwharrie, and I originally kind of set out, this whole thing was built to be like a Bigfoot hunting. I did a channel called Strange Backcountry where I like to look for, I'd park the bus in the woods somewhere, and I have like battery power and various like gadgets, and I would just listen out for strange activity. And this goes with like UFOs, ghosts, anything, Dogman, and I just kind of fell out of love with it. Like I had a lot of like things just didn't get rolling here like I was like expecting it to. But then I also like real life stuff. Like I had to get like some sort of income. So I'm a cook now, but I cook at Bigfoot's Bar and Grill, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it is like smack dab in the middle of the Uwharrie. So like I'm in the middle of the woods right now. There's like maybe 3 homes in this immediate area. Then there's nothing. It's all woods. And then I'm at the bar and grill. And then it's like it's kind of an interesting life right now for me. But like I know I want to do more. I want to go out more. And like what I was originally intending to do was like doing these like live streams every night where I'm like looking for Bigfoot. But then as I'm kind of been sitting here the last like probably like month or 2, maybe month, it's like what I'm supposed to be doing is maybe something more long format. Like because what I've found more gratifying about like this situation is if there's anything from being here for a long time, like aside from the loneliness and shit like that, it's like you do get more embedded with like the locals and like meeting people and talking to people. So like every like week or so, I like get someone comes in and tells me like a Bigfoot story or a Bigfoot report.
Yeah.
And it's like it's interesting. It keeps the place very alive for me. But again, the next 48 hours, I really got to decide. I have like a couple of different options where I want my life to go, and where I can literally go, and like I'm kind of weighing them out. And it's been an interesting time for sure.
Are you gonna?
But it's been hard. Like it's like I've lost some friends over the course of like the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
That kind of hurt. So like it's just I feel like it's time to like move on to something. You know what I mean?
Are you thinking about like up and moving in the next 48 hours or?
No, not actually
Okay.
physically moving. But what I was thinking was just getting a plan together where I like to stay until September, and then I think September is where I like to take off from. But I've been eyeballing Vermont, Oklahoma, Texas is on the list. And then I mean, there's little parts of me that's like go west, go to like fucking like Eastern Oregon or Eastern Washington, like Tacoma type area. Maybe because I've never been there before. Like maybe there's something cool there.
There is. So I want to move to Seattle. I flew into Seattle once. That's my Seattle story. Never stepped foot outside, but I saw it from the sky, and I was like, "Holy shit, dude! This place looks like a movie." Like you had everything that I could ever want. You had the big city. You had like all these different like you had the ocean. You had the mountains that was like right next to the city, and then you cross a bridge and it's just nothing but like national parks and tall ass tree, which we just don't have here in Texas. And I was like, I need to live here. That was my first thought, and I've been. That was like 5 years ago. 5-6 years ago.
It's weird how you go to a place and like it speaks to you more than like where you always been at.
Yeah.
That's why like Vermont really tripped me out. I knew nothing about Vermont. Can I tell my Vermont story?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, go for
Okay,
it.
so I was gonna go to I wanted to on a whim. This is after I sold my house. I was in the middle of building the bus, like I had the roof and stuff on, and I had like a little stack of cash, and I was like, I wouldn't mind going someplace I've never gone before, like an actual vacation. I've never been on like I've been to like Disney World when I was a kid, but I never went to like as an adult. I never been like I want to go here.
Yeah.
Like I want to check something out. So there was a Bigfoot festival in Whitehall, New York. So me and this other paranormal researcher named Julia Sims, she had a camper, and I basically paid. We kind of took turns paying for gas, and we just went on like a 3-week trip, all up New England. But we go to Whitehall, New York, and it's right at the border of Vermont. And so get this, we're going to go to the Bigfoot festival. We come down off the mountain because we camped up in the mountain where there was like a lot of Bigfoot activity. This kind of goes into, if there's anybody here, I'm sure there will be from like my Bigfoot research side of things. I was up there with Alex Petikoff from Small Town Monsters. Steve Krull was up there, and there's a couple other ones. But these names mean nothing for a handful of people.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know who that is either.
So we're camping up there, and like it's what you expect. It's like a bunch of dudes in the woods going like, whoop.
What was that?
What? And like, who was that?
There's probably him right there.
Not that bad, but like it was like that. It's fun. I have a great time doing it. And so the next morning we drive off the mountain and we stop at this truck stop that's like maybe 10 miles from town where the festival's happening. And we get the most disgusting Dunkin' Donuts because we were starving, and it was like Chipotle wrap, but they give you the nasty hash brown mix with Chipotle to put into the. It was disgusting. I got a picture of it. I'll send it to you.
All right.
And but we get in the truck, we go to start it up, and it's not I think it starts, but then we go to shift it, and the shifter doesn't work. We can't shift out of any drive, and we're sitting here with a camper behind us. We missed the entire festival. We were stuck in a truck stop. For AAA came, picked up the truck. Then we had to walk. I got 2 miles into this town that's in the middle of nowhere, and to go to the garage where it was at to get it. And we missed the entire thing. And so we get to Whitehall finally, town proper. Everyone's packing up from the festival. We miss it all. We get this campground on Lake Champlain, where the famous monster from.
Of course.
Champ. And I'm looking on the map, and I go, oh, Vermont's right around, like, it's right over there. Vermont's right here. Let's just go see what Vermont's about. I've heard stories of Vermont. And particularly, I wanted to get some marijuana, because it's legal. Well, it's legal everywhere now. But I want some Vermont marijuana. So we drive, and New York sucks. I hate New York. Sorry, anybody in New York. I just don't like it. It's too busybody, too fast. Everyone's going somewhere too fast. And that's everywhere, from what I've seen of the entire state. You go to Vermont, everything instantly like switched down low. I couldn't quite figure out what it was. We pull into a town called Fairhaven, and I'm like, hey, where's this weed shop? Where's this weed shop? And I'm still like a feral, normal American. I'm like, where's the weed at? You know? I walk in there, and it's like the most pristine shop, where there's this guy standing behind the counter, and he's like, what's up, man? What can I do you for? Like, oh, I wanted to look at some bud and maybe get a couple pre-rolls. And he's like, all right, man, no problem. Top shelf $15, middle shelf $10, bottom shelf's $5. You can try this. And he's like pulling all this stuff out, and it was such an amazing experience. And like, I get it. I step outside. I'm like smoking, and I was kind of looking around. I'm like, man, Vermont seems like everyone's really nice. There was even a guy in that weed shop when I bought this thing called peanut butter breath. And some random like Jason Mewes character in the back corner was like, yo, man, peanut butter breath. That stuff kicks in. Give it a minute. And I'm like, all right, I'll get it. And so we went back to Whitehall, spent the night, and the next day we were like, we were going to go back home to North Carolina, and we were like, let's go to Vermont. Let's hit this state. And we went there, and I never felt at peace in a place. There was nothing obnoxious. I was there for 10 days, and nothing was ever obnoxious to me. And we, like, learned all about Vermont, and one of the things they have is a law against billboards and, like, signage. There's a lot of, like, rules. Oh. So there's nothing obnoxious. But then here's what's interesting. None of these – you didn't see McDonald's and Sheetz and all this shit everywhere. You literally saw mom-and-pop shops. Because, like, if you did see a McDonald's sign, it would be, like, this big. Like, on a driveway. And then they would plant, like, trees in front of this thing. And it's even a nice McDonald's. They even tried their best to make it look nice, but they're like, no, put a row of trees in front of it. You don't even want to see this. And there was something I just liked it because like I was more apt to be like, well, I'm hungry, instead of me just going to McDonald's and getting like a normal whatever, a McGriddle. I'd be like, well, let's go to the mom and pop shop. It's like there's only like every town like a little mom and pop shop, and it was just a nicer place. And it was like it's all woods, it's all beautiful forest, and I was like, man, this is like the only place I've ever actually felt like really at home, where it's like I could live here. This is boring. It's not obnoxious. No one's jerks that I came in contact with.
Yeah.
And there was just something nice about it. And then, unfortunately, it's like the property. I think it's property tax. Yeah, it's property tax is what kills you there. It's some crazy amount. I think it's like 14%.
You know what? That's heartwarming as fuck. I hope you do make it to Vermont.
I love Vermont, and then like we did go to New Hampshire for a little bit, but New Hampshire was like a little bit not as cool as Vermont. There was some nice sights there, but like we got so like we were basically Vermontians. Like everywhere we went, we're like, well, Vermont would have had this. Vermont wouldn't have no obnoxious fucking Walmart sitting there. There was like a Walmart outside of the. We were coming back from New Hampshire, and like there was a Walmart right across the state line from Vermont. Like they didn't even like they're like, get out of here. We don't want your shit. And then we came up with all these like different characters because like we knew Alec Baldwin for some reason lived in Vermont. Like I knew that, so like every Vermont person was always the same. Like, welcome to Vermont. Have a good day here. But like we made up this character of a Vermont police officer that just warns you and like teaches you how to fight Alec Baldwin if you come in contact with him. And he's always like warning people like, yo, Alec Baldwin's out. Pay your minds. If you see him walking, leave him alone. Don't mess with him. He will fight you.
There's nothing we can do about it.
There's nothing. Yeah, they were like so. Yeah. It was basically like Super Troopers. Like we don't really have any. We can't do anything.
Don't bother calling us because we're not gonna send anybody out.
There was some sign that I saw. It was like real small. It was something that like Vermont loves her cows, so that became a whole thing too. Like, yo, everybody take care of Betsy. She's moving to the pasture today. Watch out for her. Yeah, we love our cows.
Fucking love them.
Leave them be. But we went to. I stayed up. We like I said, we were just traveling with a camper, so we went to this. I think it was Green Mountain Park. It was like a natural forest. And we didn't know our way around, so we stopped in a forest ranger station. We walk in there. It's like this beautiful old colonial kind of style building. It looks like more like a house than like a visitor center. We walk in there, and there was a 150-year-old man, like tiny man behind the counter. And we walk in, and like I literally see like cobweb. Like he looks up, and like cobwebs like off of him. And he's like, oh, someone's here to see me. He was so happy to see us. He was like, wow. And we're like, hey, we were looking for some map of the service roads around here so we could find a place to kind of, because you can legally just camp off of a Forest Service road. So we were looking for a map, and he was like, oh, I got it. And he runs into the back, and he pulls out this giant book. I'm not even joking, Dame. It's like a movie. Then he comes running around. They have a giant copier, and he slaps it on the copier.
All the dust
but he does this thing where it's got one of those little bar things where like the countertop opens up for you to get by.
Yeah.
He did the cool. 150 years old. He got on it. And he went like woo, and like spun around it, and like went to make the copy. But there's like so much things where I was like, I fell in love with this place. It's got heart. It's got fucking spirit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not obnoxious. It's actually really nice.
See, and this kind of capitalizes where we're completely different because I am 100%.
You want that big city Seattle life.
I want that big city life. I love that so much. But I mean, God damn it, if we can teach the world anything, it is that motherfucker. Like you can be friends with people that are 100% fucking different than you are. Because I mean, with you and I, it's like you know, you're into like the cryptid stuff, and I'm not. I don't even believe in it. But God damn it, I'll go on a goddamn Bigfoot hunt with you.
It's fun.
I wouldn't actually be looking for them, but like I'll go because I would enjoy the hangout. But
yeah. I only ever had like one bad Bigfoot hunt experience. That was because like my finger was falling off. I just cut it off by accident, and then I was like high on Oxycontins from the pain.
What the?
And, I could not function. Like I was just like completely useless.
Why you could have probably called that one off? Why did you go?
I was committing to it. I was like, I got to do this. Like it was something that I had to do.
There's
but it was not fun. Like I was literally like Like, because I'm a cook, so, like, I can't put, like, a bandage just falls off because it's all grease and steam.
Yeah.
Nothing holds on. So I literally would have to wrap, what it was, I don't know if you guys can see it. You can see how my thumb's got, like, a weird angle on it.
Yeah.
It's healed up now, but you can see where. But I basically took the entire, like, I sheared off the whole tip of it. And they were trying to, like, keep it on. Like, they put some. First off, the doctors down here are not that great. I'm happy they're in debt. I'm happy that they're in excruciating debt. Because that guy did, like, the laziest stitch. It should have gotten a couple stitches to keep it on there. But I ended up losing it. But it took, like, 3 days for it to fucking fall off completely. And it sucked. And, like, the Bigfoot hunt was, like, day 2 after I cut my finger off. So it was fresh. It was hurt. But I had duct tape wrapped all around my hand going over my thumb. Then around, so this is, I can keep it on, so I can do my job. And then I had to work for like 2 weeks, just like with this much mobility in my one hand.
You are a fucking trooper. I would have quit.
I'm not though. That's the moral of the story is like. I think. Oh, I wanted to. I was so miserable, but I that literally like kind of like what I think it's a big part of why I'm kind of upset why things fell through because it's like. Man, I was just not there. I wasn't capable of doing my best, and I should have done my best. But at the same time, I'm like, I was pretty worn out at that point. You know what I mean? Finger hanging off. I'm high on painkillers. Like, it's not great. I'm tired, and it's hot. Like,
are there videos that one could go watch that shows you in this?
Oh yeah,
thing?
there's I was involved in a couple Halbert Holler and Small Town Monster collabs. You can watch Monster on Morris Mountain, and that's here in Uwharrie, and that's on the Small Town Monsters channel. And then,
they had to green screen your hand in.
There was another one. They had a green screen my hand in. It was just like because I was a nub at that point. Sasquatch of the Sumter. We did that one in South Carolina, and then there was the Dogman Massacre. That was in the Land Between the Lakes, Kentucky. And I spent a beautiful week in Kentucky exploring that place. That place is actually kind of a hidden gem, and I've thought about going back there. I've thought real seriously about going back there. But here's the thing, and we need to get some we talked about getting some crazy characters to look at in the world and watch and make fun of. That's where they're at. There's a guy named Barton Nunnerly, and you gotta get a load of this guy, dude. He's like a redneck Crocodile Dundee, but with no skills. Is the best way I can describe him.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was telling you about him. I think I might have been telling you about the other guy. But there's a couple of really funny characters, because like they're all like insane. I mean, you're looking for Bigfoot, so you kind of have to be a little bit insane. These people are like aggro insane. Like they're real crazy. And like some of them are just dumb. Like there's a lot of. I think over the course of this show, I should profile. Like I bring one fool to you a day. Like when we do a show, like here's my fool for the week. Yeah. I show you a couple of clips of them.
I definitely would not mind that at all. I think that would be interesting because we had that idea about the little series that we were gonna film. Where I show up and work at.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah, we can definitely talk about it. I don't know if you still want to do it. I would still totally.
I would do it.
Be down.
I would do it.
I would want this so bad. I was so excited for it. Mostly because
and Damien's over here like, are you sure you can get me a job?
Yeah.
Like in Bigfoot Bar and Grill. Yeah, I can get you a job.
Yeah.
Like just for 1 week, and I was like, yeah, that's what most people work. I just stuck out longest. Like, what are you talking about?
No, I seriously want to do that. I want to be involved in so many, like any kind of media. I'm going someplace to film something. I want to do things like that. That is my dream.
One of the issues here is I need at least a camera person to film some stuff. It'd make it easier.
What about Sherry?
But one of the things I was thinking about, we got to talk about
she could be the camera
I got to
person.
explain. Yeah, maybe I need to get some. Can I get footage of Cherry Joe and then bring it in next week?
Yes. Oh my God, I would love that. I would love little footage of everybody that's in the area.
Yeah.
Just
because there's a lot of characters there. Cherry Joe is like a 60-year-old ex-stripper who now does the prep work and. Yeah, I think she may have an alcohol substance abuse issue. I can't say for sure. But she just gets she's just a character. Like, she's Uwharrie. She's the mascot of this place.
No,
She's hilarious though.
I
I walked in one day and she's like, she rearranged the plastic cups, like the Coca-Cola cups. We had blue, white, and red, and we used to just put them up there and not give a crap. I walked in one day and they were separated, red, white, and blue. And she's like, I just like looking up there and seeing America. I love this woman. This woman's great. I looked at that and I said, "There's a bunch of ugly cups up there." She said, "No, that's America."
That's our fucking
happy 250.
Yeah. If there's one place that we celebrate America, it's right here in Uwharrie.
It's right above that ice machine. In Uwharrie.
It's Uwharrie, but specifically right above the ice machine at Bigfoot's Bar and Grill.
At Bigfoot's Bar and Grill, if you want to see America.
No,
if you're driving by, we're the place that has a Bigfoot limousine, a 90s limousine stretched out. And it works. That's the coolest thing. I was so excited to find out it worked.
Did you ever were you ever able to talk to them and ask them if they would be cool with us filming in there? They were just like, Michael,
listen,
I
didn't ask them.
What you
listen,
do.
I didn't ask them, but we can film it. I'll make that call. I'll take the hit on that. Thank you very much. I'll tell you, like we're waiting on a health inspection. And we're slipping out about it, but I'm like, it's a clean restaurant. Like, what's really you guys are making a big deal out of it.
Oh, yeah, no.
I don't think it is.
So the first video that I saw of the inside of the Bigfoot Bar and Grill, it was a video that KP sent me. And it is just this woman slapping the fuck out of this.
Yeah.
Like, hard too. Like, she reached back, motherfucker. She reached back into history and brought everything back with her with that slap. And then in the
I forget the name of that shot, but I know if you get it, you have to sign a waiver. But I forget what it's called. I need to
be here. I need to be at that.
I think if you spending a week here, you would be like, it's such a culture shock to you. It would blow your mind, because this is like some real deal, like backwoods North Kakalaki. Like, this is proper. They ain't out here. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So I don't know. I do love it here. It is great. Not right now because it's hot as balls. But
does it snow?
But that's something else too. I was talking about doing like a longer format type of thing. Like, instead of doing live streams, I was thinking about maybe I should just make like a proper long format documentary about the history of Uwharrie that incorporates not just Bigfoot, but there's a lot of weird shit here. Like, I met the son of the very first park ranger for Uwharrie, and his dad, the very first park ranger, is still alive. He's like right over here. So I want to get an interview with him. I asked the son about Bigfoot. I was like, "Oh, did your dad ever talk about Bigfoot?" And I got like the weirdest. Ask me. I need to perform this because this is one of those like. Ask me if my father ever experienced any Bigfoot activity out here.
Hey, quick question. So has your dad? He was a park ranger and everything. And I figured he would have experience if anybody would. Did he ever have any like Bigfoot experience or anything like that?
No. But I was like my head went to like L.A. Noir. I was just like, X to doubt. That was a weird no. That was a weird no. It wasn't like a nah. It was like everything shifted. No. It was like no.
And don't you be asking them questions, right?
That's basically what I was waiting for. Like, don't be asking about it. But I would like to talk to him. Like, that guy knows this place better than probably anybody on Earth, and he's still alive. He's in his 80s, I would assume. But
probably there when it became a fucking city.
But like. And that's the other thing. Like, I met somebody else who's like an OG local, and I asked them if they ever seen Bigfoot, and their answer was no, but the spirits are out here, and they talk to me. I went, oh fuck, dude. I was like, this is getting wild. So like, I don't know. Maybe what I should be doing is more like, what is the cultural of an area? Like, I have the advantage where I can drive this thing in somewhere, potentially take up work somewhere, get to know everybody, and then like I said, I get like a Bigfoot report every week or two. And it's interesting to hear that stuff, but it's like there's a lot of life here, and like maybe it should be shown in a more wider aspect, like a longer format. Like, what is a summer in Uwharrie actually like? It ain't easy, but it's also like it's interesting. A lot of weird shit going on.
I definitely think that could be interesting, especially if it's focused on like the smaller towns of America. Though I will say you got to choose them carefully, man, because there's a lot of small towns that lie to people, and they're just like, no, we got plenty of stuff going on around here. You know, cellophane was invented just a couple miles up there on that road, and it's like,
Leroy Cellophane. Yeah. He invented cellophane paper.
And there's just
he died from autoerotic asphyxiation. Yeah.
Oh,
we said, "What's this strange material he used?"
He got caught in it. See, old cellophane used to
tangled up.
Used to act like a spider web, and you would just, if you, God forbid, you get your arm stuck in there, and then all of a sudden,
before warning labels, we didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah, we didn't know what the fuck was going on.
We get wrapped up. Whoa!
We looked at cellophane, and our first thought was, is this supposed to go around our face?
Yeah.
We thought it was a mask. You see, son?
We use it for Halloween. We wrap up our children.
Until
43 children died the first Halloween.
Yeah, the Great Dying of October is what we called it. The Great Dying.
There's a bunch of dead children in the street.
And it's wrapped tight too.
It's like real tight, or it's like
all of them struggled. and
listen, children, you just paint whatever you want on this and wrap it around your head.
They're like, look at how excited they are to go trick or treating.
Yeah.
And the kids are like,
this is why I honestly think all this health shit is like so overblown. People in the 50s were doing like at the turn of like. We were like running through like what's that shit they used to spray for mosquitoes that like is the most cancerous thing? DDT or something like that?
DDT.
Yeah. My dad would be like, "Oh, that truck would come around. We'd all jump in the fog of it." I'm like, and I'm worried about like I got like a carcinogen warning on my rotisserie chicken. Like, what the fuck is going on right now?
You know, do you know what started the environmental push to start doing better? Like pesticides and shit. There was a book written by a lady, I can't remember the name. This is just me flexing knowledge, by the way. There is no joke at the end of this. It was a book called The Silent Spring. Yeah. Yep. I told you, don't have your hopes up for any kind of punchline.
No punchline at the end of that?
None at all. It was just a
Well, when did that come out?
Well, now you're asking for dates, and the problem is that my knowledge ended at just.
You wanted
title.
to flex your knowledge. You didn't know who the woman was that wrote it. You knew the title.
I knew the title of the book.
Did you actually read the book, or did you just hear?
No, I didn't. I never said I read the book. I just know that was what started it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me name a book that I'm aware of.
The Bible, and it says.
Have you heard about the Bible, Damien?
Ephesians 6:19.
Oh, Job had it bad.
Oh man, let's not even get into the fucking Bible. My God, I have had my cringy atheist stage. Still an atheist.
I think we all go through it.
Yeah.
I figured you are. Yeah, that makes sense.
But
you seem like a heathen.
You should see my search history. But I just don't talk about it anymore. I just feel I feel like
I mean, everyone's gonna fall in their place anyway, so it's like it's not something too. Like I looking back on that era of like the 2000s, like Amazing Atheist kind of like run of the internet.
Yeah.
Like looking back on it, it's like, well, why was this ever a big deal when like ultimately it's like you're just gonna personally decide for yourself.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like, what's the debate about?
I think a lot of it was that the it getting so involved in like politics and it's just weird.
There used to be way more of a of like a purity test involving religion back in the day.
Yeah,
with anything
you had to believe in God in order to get in a fucking office somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm like, can't I just have good policies? Can't that just be the end of that? Why do I?
Hey, can we just get rid of taxes? altogether?
No, God, no. Oh, no. We can't just get rid of tax. No.
Can we just stop doing that?
No.
I feel like we can.
No, we can't. The only reason that you're able to. Okay, think of this. Is this going to be our first like disagreement?
Let me present this idea real fast, though.
Okay.
Fuck taxes.
Okay. That's it. No.
That's it. That's my idea.
Is that it?
Yeah, that hard cut.
Okay.
Show's over.
What do you?
That's the tax evasion for ghosts. Stop paying. Don't pay it.
Yeah.
Let them chase you.
What are they gonna do? What do they have your address? It's like, yeah, they do. It's like, oh, okay. Well, so
they have some of our addresses.
Yeah. Yeah,
some of us are a little bit.
They'll never
some
find.
of us are a little bit more mobile than others.
Yeah,
that's something too. I was watching. There's a guy named Digital Nomad, and like this whole like traveling, like van lifers are got more of the population than schoolies, but
yeah,
like there is this becoming the emerging of like a mobile society where people are not going into a traditional office. They're all kind of working or bouncing around doing side jobs because it's just easier.
Yeah.
And it's like, but it's more off grid. It's more, I don't know. Like, I kind of see what he's talking about. Like there is, I remember the first other schoolie I ran into on the road, we like pulled over and talked. It was like a weird experience. You know what I mean? But it's like, you feel like kind of like a pirate ship or something. Like, you pull oh, those are somebody. Hey, you're in a bus.
Ahoy there.
You're living in that. Hey, ahoy, pull over. You pull over. And they were like, how many solar panels do you got on yours? Have you been robbed? But it was like, it does feel like a subculture. I mean, it is definitely a subculture, but it's like, I don't know, it's interesting. And I'm glad I kind of got into it. Even though I don't participate in like it communally. I don't go hanging out with other schoolies.
Yeah, I figure I mean, it's the same thing as if you go hang out with somebody because y'all drive the same car and you're just like, we gotta be friends.
I just know if I go to like a schoolie meetup, I'm gonna be meeting a lot of vegetarians, and I just don't have time for that type of shit.
Why not? Let me tell you all the great things about. Okay, hold on. Lab grown meat. Where do you stand on that?
I'm against that. That's weird.
Why?
That's not gonna be good. Because I don't trust it. There's going to be something, and then it can be, like, manipulated where it's, like, you're eating meat that's not real, but it is meat. So, like, I don't understand enough about, like, genetic coding, but I feel like if someone really wanted to fuck with people, like, lab-grown meat just seems like a bad idea. Like, in a world where, like, if you just don't want to eat meat, or you just don't want to, like, eat... how do vegetarians handle that? It's lab-grown meat, so are they against it? Because can they eat it?
Because the main issue with vegetarians, and I can't speak for all of them, but I do know that the majority of it is the fact that we use so much land and so much water just to keep up.
We don't, though.
For cattle, yeah. We do.
I've driven all over this fucking place. There's so much land.
So the majority, and you can look it up, like the majority, there's a very, very massive percentage of the land in the United States that is used just for cattle. And it is an astounding. Hold on, let me look up what the percentage is.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. We gotta. I would think I would eat at least like a whole cow by myself a year. One cow would be needed for me.
One cow, and that is it. Of land is used for cattle. Okay, all right. So globally, livestock accounts for roughly 80% of all agricultural land, which is 30 to 40% of Earth's total habitable land, and 41% of the continental landmass of the United States is used to support livestock.
That tracks. That seems all right.
And it's just, but we could fucking we could build housing and fucking.
I don't understand like I don't understand the cattle genocide that you're preaching right now.
Why?
Whereas it's like, well, these cows get to live, they get to grow up, they're grazing, they're in nature, but like, that's fine.
It's just a lot of resources. Now, I'm not saying, because like I'm not a vegetarian. But if they did do lab grown meat, I would be totally on board. Only because like parasites that you get from meat, that would be gone, because there'd be nothing. I mean, where would,
is that really like a big issue though? Is
like food
meat?
Food illness? Yeah.
Well, food illness is something different, but like a parasite, like I feel like they don't mess with the fake meat.
No, there would be no way for it to get in. It wouldn't be able to live off of anything, and it wouldn't be able to get into, because it would have to come into like a lab and then infect meat that's already, it doesn't have any like stuff.
I don't know.
going
I
through
just
it.
feel like it's one of those like Soylent Green situations. Whereas like, is it like, what's it based on? Is it human?
Oh, it's gonna be
like
people, obviously.
Yeah, it's always gonna be
people. We've already established. That's why we built the.
You
kicking.
know, people take up 61%
Yeah.
of habitable Earth. It's like, yeah, and like we have to eat.
What do
we
you
have
think
to live,
those
like, what are you
kicking
talking
robots were built for?
Do you know 100% of habitable land is inhabited by living things?
By-
yeah, no shit.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, what kind of an estimate is that?
so it's like a lot of it just has to do with the fact that like we spend a lot of money and a lot of resources on.
There was so much more, like, even larger animals, like buffalo and shit. There were so much more of them in existence 200 years ago than whatever livestock we got now. So why was it not an issue then?
Well, I think it's the mass producing of these things that don't ever. I mean, even the conditions that they have to live in.
I thought you were going to say that they don't contribute to society. I was like, they're cows. Like, what do you mean?
No. It's just that like they're born and raised, and a lot of them are just pumped full of fucking like proteins to make them bigger for our consumption, and so it's just like, if we could just grow this shit in a lab, just grow it in a fucking lab. Who cares? Let cows go off and die off.
How many people do you think would just kind of be like, well, I'm just gonna stop eating. Like, I would just switch to lab grown completely.
I feel.
And then what does happen to all the cows?
Oh,
like, we just kind of whittle them down.
So obviously, a lot of them would not be able to live on their own. So you would kind of just let that, you would, however they'd want to do that shit. I have no idea. I don't run shit. Okay. I'm an ideas guy. Okay.
All we know is we can grow meat in a lab.
Yeah.
We should eat
Yeah. We should.
And everyone should be.
Yeah. No. And because I feel like, you don't have to spend the money to fucking, keep the things alive. You get rid of like salmonella wouldn't be a thing anymore because you're growing it in a lab. There's no way for that stuff to get into the meat. Because
why don't we do hear this, I'll give this approval, maybe we should end on this because we just hit 2 hours. What if we tested all this lab grown meat in Africa to see what happens for the next 10 years? Listen, we're just I know the AIDS thing was kind of weird. I promise we won't do anything weird like this. This is better. Yeah. This would be a lot better than the AIDS issue.
No.
Did you ever? I guess we're ending on it. But there's guys, look into AIDS. That's all I gotta say. Look into it. It's weird. Look it up. It just starts one day, and there happens to be a laboratory there. So it just starts.
I vaguely remember that it had to do with people eating like chimp meat or something.
No, it had nothing to do with that. That was like, I don't know where that rumor started. There was a laboratory down there that developed vaccines, and there was some sort of like they were harvesting monkey blood for some sort of, I don't know, a protein or something to mix in with these vaccines to be delivered. But they were testing these vaccines, and some of these monkeys, they used to be, AIDS was just a monkey thing. And then because they were because the blood was being used into these vaccine testings at the locals, somehow an STD from a monkey got into people, and then it just starts.
You know,
They kind of like, I think they tried to kind of, I don't know where the story about people eating monkeys and then they got AIDS, but like that's not how that works.
I don't know. Well, I think it was like the butchering of like the meat. I don't know that much about it, but the only thing that was running through my mind as you were saying that is like, what does an ape look like when it has AIDS? That one in the fucking books. Boom.
That's in the books.
Yeah.
All right, let's go, guys.
Just throw your headphones.
Look at the AIDS. It's a conspiracy.
All right. So you wanna end it there?
Yeah, I think we could end it there.
All right, sweet. Let me switch microphones. we get it. We covered pretty much everything we were talking about. Our origin story for like the first 25 minutes, and then it just,
which is still a little flaky. People are probably gonna have questions.
Yeah.
Next live stream when it's actually live.
Yeah. And we can any pressing questions. People are obviously
ask us our opinions on things.
People are gonna ask, and I hope you're ready for it because I know I am. They're gonna ask if we fucked. Now I'm gonna tell people yes. I'm gonna be like, he denies it, but we did. And then you can,
I will just deny it.
And then I'm just like, yeah, he's never been the same. He said strongest orgasm of his life. He's not comfortable with it. I'll
always deny it. It never happened.
And then on your deathbed, you could just full
like one
send
time
it.
we made love.
It was once, but I was a married man. We couldn't do it no longer.
It was behind the English
Yeah.
in Hazard County, Tennessee.
It was during a heated watch session of the Titanic.
Funniest night of my life.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Later.
Bye.
Bye.